Why hello there, my name is Eniola and today I'm going to be walking you through how you can host the most fabulous spring dinner party. Let us begin with the bowl that started it all. This bowl is gorgeous. As you can see, it's green and blue. When you're beginning to plan a dinner party, you want to start with your Pinterest board. What really caught my eye, blues and greens. And I thought, what an interesting color palette, blue and green. And then when I was at Home Goods, I found this gorgeous bowl and it has the exact color palette that I was going for. It's quite unusual to start with a bowl. I think most people will start with the main dinner plate. I got this first and I thought it really matched with my tablescape idea in my head. Because I love the blues that are in the flower, I want to see if I can find some traditional blueware. This isn't completely traditional blueware, but it does have that effect. It's a gorgeous plate. Oh, it says Queen's Earthware. Do you see that? It says Queen's Earthware. I think that's important when you want to put together layers. I think look at the colors within things and try and draw that out. Now in here, this blue looks a little bit lighter, but if you look in the shaded areas, there's a lot more dark blue. And then I found this gorgeous green cup. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. I got 2 of those. And then to bring it back to the blue, I got this. I don't have this with me right now, but I did also get the most gorgeous candlestick for my taper candle. I realized I was having a lot of blue on my table, so I found these beautiful green candles and I knew that it would be perfect for my tablescape. I also played with the height. One of the candle holders was quite tall, so I had the other a little bit lower. This is something I want to do for my next dinner party, which is to play with height and maybe get like different levels of vases, but we will see for the next time, won't we? My napkins were a gorgeous dark blue. At first I wanted to go with green, but I couldn't find the exact shade I wanted. So it's all about having an idea of what you want when you go out looking for your dinnerware or your linen. Don't be afraid to mix patterns. I think next time I would go for a pattern tablecloth as well. I played it a bit safe because this was my first time doing a color palette like this, but if I could go back, I probably would do a sort of like a floral linen cloth, or maybe I would do some sort of patterned napkin. I always think it's great to take risks, to look past what is expected and create something unique. Look around and sort of see what gives you that feeling, what pieces you're drawn to. I think the reason why blue and green really made sense to me is because blue is so calming, it's so traditional. Again, these can be used for different seasons. That's very important to me. I never want something that I can only use for one specific theme. Green is gorgeous, makes me think of nature and growth. Another important thing about your tablescape, of course, is your flowers. When I think of spring, I think of hydrangeas. But honestly, that is my favorite flower, so I'm a little bit biased. Once I knew I was doing a blue and green theme, it was absolutely not a question that I was gonna have blue hydrangeas in my floral arrangement. This is something you're going to want to do, I would say, the day before. Don't leave this to the day of, it's kind of stressful. I went to the florist and the first thing I'm looking for is I need blue hydrangeas, and there they were in the fridge looking as bright and beautiful as ever. Honestly, just grab whatever you think looks nice. Once you bring it to the register, usually the person helping is gonna see the vision and put it together for you. Don't be afraid to mix the most random flowers. It's really an intuitive thing. And like I said, once you know what your main flower is, finding the fillers and the random other things is going to be so easy as long as you trust yourself. I always say when you're planning a menu, always look at what's in season so you can get the freshest, most delicious vegetables and fruit. I already had an idea about what I wanted to make because I did some research online, and the first thing I thought of was, okay, I want to make a shepherd's pie because one, I've been craving it, two, it looks like a lot of these vegetables I could get at the farmer's market, and that's super important. My shepherd's pie was actually a lentil and mushroom shepherd's pie. The recipe was inspired by Martha Stewart's vegetarian shepherd's pie recipe, and I sort of just added a little bit of my own twist on it, and it was absolutely delicious. Another reason I picked shepherd's pie is because I knew I could prep it the day before and just pop it in the oven the next day. Always make your main dish something that you can prep the day before, and you do not want to be cooking 3 different courses the day of your dinner party. The night before, I really just focused on making the shepherd's pie ingredients, layering it, and just keeping that in the fridge. Actually, that was most of my day before, was really just the shepherd's pie. And yes, visiting the florist, going to the farmer's market to get any last minute bits and bobs. I got the most delicious blackberries. It was so fresh, so bright, so beautiful. I didn't know what I was going to have as my little pre-dinner snacks. That was the one thing I didn't really plan. But when I saw the blackberries, and then I found the most delicious cashew cream, and so I knew that I could put that on a little serving board. People could nibble on that before they had their meal. So the morning of the dinner party, I woke up early. I always love to do that. I love to have more time than I imagine. First thing I did was make my almond and orange cake. Now for the oranges, California is amazing. There are so many orange trees. I took a walk around my neighborhood, grabbed some oranges, came back home, and zesting a fresh orange into a bowl of sugar, heavenly. And then I made some dinner rolls. Then I prepped my salad. I did a mixed green salad with some cucumber, some beets, some pumpkin seeds, a little bit of hemp seed, and then I made a delicious salad dressing to go over it. All of this was done pretty quickly. I was on a roll. But also, do not forget to take breaks in between each task. And then I set up my Tablescape and got a bunch of TikToks and got some videos and content, and just waited for my guests to arrive. It wasn't that stressful this time. I think the more you do it, the easier it gets, isn't it? When everyone came, the first comment I got was, "This looks so romantic." You want people to feel the love in your cooking and your decor. So when someone says, "I feel romanced by this amazing tablescape," that is the biggest compliment, honestly. I was really happy just watching everyone eat. I made my own name cards. I think next time I probably will also try and make a little menu as well. I think that's really cute to do your own little touches. Obviously I made the cake for the dessert, but I paired it with a vanilla bean ice cream. I always say half store-bought, half homemade. Spring is definitely hosting season, and I am so excited to continue doing this series and showing you how I host people in the garden. If you have any specific requests, you can comment them down below. But for now, I will leave you with a little hint about my next dinner party. It revolves around some sort of berry that will be in season in April. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See yous!